Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, welcome back inside Studio B for the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh. Gene Collier will join us in just a matter of moments. Give us a call, 412-575-2600 on the Borders hotline. And we're talking about Pitt. The pit of misery over there at the Peterson Event Center. The Panthers blew a 15-point lead, ended up losing by 23 to a very mediocre Boston College team. This was one of the games that Pitt could have won. Now they've gone to 0-14. And I think, Gene, that this Panthers hoops program has hit an all-time low. I don't know if it can just. I don't know if it's ever been any worse. Can you remember anything?
No, I cannot. The surprise. I mean, if you look at what the experts were saying and what we were saying on this show prior to this season, this is the most as advertised Pitt team ever. I mean, we all thought they would be terrible, and they've been absolutely terrible. If there's any surprise to it, it's that they won 8 games, not that they've lost every conference game. I'm surprised they've won as often as they have.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, but I think this team has gotten progressively worse. And I was on the fence with the keeping or firing Stallings maybe up until about a week ago, but now I think that they have to let him go. And if it was me, I'd fire him tonight. And just to try to win this Pitt fan base back. I mean, they're losing people in record numbers. I don't even know how many people were over there. I haven't looked at the attendance, but just from looking at pictures, I didn't go over there tonight. I mean, a few hundred, maybe 1,000 people?
It may be that Pitt will decide that they can't go on like this. They can't go into another basketball season like this. And if that's what they decided, I don't think anybody could blame them.
Do you think that, are you on the fence? I mean, does it matter to you what they do? Or what
no,
would you,
it certainly doesn't matter, but I would fire them.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the only way you can get the fan base back, maybe just try to re-energize this. Either way, it's not going to be good next year. But if you bring in Stallings back and you're telling the fan base, hey, things are going to get better, what is that kind of message does that show?
The age of that kind of patience has gone out of college sports a long time ago.
Has a program ever fired a guy in the middle of the season for losing this bad? I mean, I know it's happened. It happens in the NHL, and you see it happening in professional sports more often. They wait till the end of the year.
Well, it's almost over, isn't it? How many more are there?
Yeah, there's only a handful more games. Do you ride it out? Yeah. I don't know, but I definitely want to hear from you guys out there. 412-575-2600 is the number. You can give us a call on the Borders hotline. Well, on the other end of the spectrum, the Penguins, they've been on a roll. Won their 9th straight home game tonight against Ottawa. Senators continue their dominance against Ottawa, winning their 5th straight game against the Senators. And this team is doing it with its stars. Evgeny Malkin with a very pretty goal that I just showed you a couple minutes ago. Jake Gensel gets 2. And how about Zach Aston-Reese? You get a rookie that gets 2 goals tonight, his first goal in the NHL, and it has to be a pretty good moment for him. But it seems like this is a tough team to beat right now. They turned it on at the right time.
Well, 13-4-1 in their last 18, Rich, and since the really turn of the calendar, they've been, great. They look like they did in June, but up until then they didn't. We said all along in this show from the beginning of the season, you just have to wait. It's a very long season. The season is so long that if we accept the right time, we could still be wrong because there's still a long way to go, and they could turn it off in time for the playoffs too.
Yeah, you still have 2 months left, but the trade deadline is what, February 26th,
28th, right.
And is that looking at this way this team is playing together now? Do you have to make a major move? I don't think you do. I mean, everyone talks about the third-line center, but
no, I don't think this Penguins team was ever in a situation where they had to do anything. I think they will because Jim Rutherford always does. But do they have to? I don't think so.
All right, so we're taking your phone calls tonight, 412-575-2600, right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. If you want to talk about the Penguins or if you want to talk about Pitt, I want to hear what you have to say. Would you keep Kevin Stallings or would you fire him? Does he deserve another year at this program? No, I would actually tell him tonight that don't even finish out the season and try to win that fan base back. I know next year is going to be a bad year, but you got to do something, and you got to do something to appease some fans, I think, and just get people excited for next year. Maybe bringing a young guy with some energy that who knows if they can turn it around. But I just don't think that they've shown us anything right now. I think the program has gotten worse. You would think that this team should at least get 1 win, Gene, don't you think? I mean, 1 win. play.
I don't know. If they do,
Not anymore, but
if they do, it'll be an injustice.
Yeah. All right. Well, give us a call. 412-575-2600 is the number. Looking forward to hearing from you in just a couple minutes.